Hi. Chapter 14 is on health, healthcare, and disability. Contrary to what you might think about health, it is not only a physical aspect of our lives, but it is also a social aspect of our lives. The World Health Organization defines health as a complete state of social, psychological, and physical well-being. And there's an interrelationship between those three dimensions of our lives. For example, if someone is depressed, we would consider that a psychological issue. However, their depression keeps them socially isolated, which then becomes a social issue. And that social isolation and perhaps a lack of activity of their physical body could start to cause physical problems. So we see that example, the interaction between those three dimensions. In the study of health, often social epidemiologists look at the social consequences, causes, and effects, and the spread of disease through a population. So there is a disease agent, it could be a biological agent like a virus, but also the lifestyle and customs that we engage in can contribute to the spread of illness through a population. The way that people stigmatize someone who is ill could also have a social effect overall at the macro level as well. The lifestyle choices that we make often negatively affect our health. You probably are well aware of the destructive force of which both nicotine and alcohol play in our overall health, both as individuals and nationwide, and how a lot of these so-called bad substances are a part of our social interaction. Talking about happy hour and parties and receptions. If you think about every holiday, it involves a lot of fattening, unhealthy food, drink, and those kind of things. So to what degree are we responsible for our own health, and to what degree as a society should we look out collectively for the health of the entire nation? The other thing is chapter covers is disability. There's a huge, millions of people in the United States would be considered having a disability, many that you don't even know they have a disability. How we treat people with a disability is part of that social stigma that I mentioned earlier. So the study of health through a sociological lens will yield plenty of new insights, not only about your own individual health and well-being, but that of society as a whole.